Man, I love just standing here. Yo, dude, you should, make a game about clicking things. You're right, me. That would be a very pretty cool idea. So yeah, I like clicker games. And it doesn't even matter what it is. I could be clicking cookies, clicking penguins, emojis, TV show characters. Doesn't matter. No matter what it is, as long as it's a clicker game, I'm still satisfied. So it's no wonder that when I first made the Mr. Coder 124 Scratch account, one of the first games I would make is a clicker game. A game that simply went by the name Penguin Clicker. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. Now, before we even get to talk about the greatness that is the Penguin Clicker series, we have to talk about another game. It was simply known as a generic clicker game, and as the title suggested, it was a generic clicker game. There's a balloon, a ball, and a dog. If you click the dog, it will give you 1 point, and it didn't move. If you click the balloon, it will teleport to a different side of the screen, and will give you 2 points. And if you manage to hit the moving ball, you get 3 points. There's also a button to change the background and stuff like that. But besides that, it was really generic. But for the time, it was pretty crazy for me to make a game like this. I remember showing this game to my mom and dad, and they were super annoyed how they couldn't catch up with the ball. So I proceeded to make the ball go even faster, and they got super annoyed, and it was so funny. But besides that, there's not much else to mention about this game. Moving on to the actual Penguin Clicker series. Let's go! Now this one gives me nostalgia. This one was kind of simple. There was 4 options to buy: an auto clicker, a penguin of wisdom, and the ring. Besides that, there wasn't much else to do, but the story behind it's more interesting. Basically, I was at my computer one day. At this point, I had my own laptop instead of using the family one. My brother came up to me and said, "Hey bro, it would be kind of dope if you made a game about penguins." And so I made a game about penguins, and this was the end result. My general opinion on it is that, honestly, compared to the other 3 Penguin Clicker games we're going to talk about, it's the worst one. Yes, even the generic clicker game one is kind of better, because at least I had more to do. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this. On to the much superior sequel. Okay, time to talk about the sequel, and holy hell, there is a lot of improvements to it. For one, there's an animation that plays when you click it, and it was very glitchy because every time you clicked it, a new one of those would spawn. So what would happen is it would, for some reason, just keep respawning. For 2, there was a store where you could buy items to help improve your penguin clicking stats, which obviously just got your stats up in the game. And finally, there was a clothing shop that was added. In the clothing shop, you just could buy outfits. What else? Here it is in its glory. Here you can buy a ton of items and cool new outfits, like the cool penguin, the chef penguin, the zombie penguin, the cyborg penguin, the gamer penguin. And yeah, that was it. The story behind this game is just as simple as the first game. My brother said, "Yo, it would be pretty sick if you made a sequel," so I made a sequel. But besides that, there's, again, not much to say, besides the fact that I decided to go around the problem of the game not having, anything to do after you bought everything, so I just made it so one of the items just straight up ends the game. Like, you would buy it, you would enter the castle, and then the game would end with an ending screen, which I'm not gonna spoil here, so you're gonna have to go play it. It's on Scratch. Lol. One thing I forgot to mention about the second one is that I did a title screen. One thing is that you can see the clothing store right off the bat. I fixed the penguin click option, and yeah, You still have to buy the clothing store and everything was still the same. I changed up the level transition thing so it looked a little better. But besides that, there wasn't much to do. Like, I still added more clothing options, more things to buy, but more or less it was the same as the second one, but a little better. And of course the ending was different, obviously. And oh yeah, I added descriptions for all the stuff you could buy. You know, just to be like funny. And the reason I made this one is because one of my brother's friends came up to me on the bus and said, "You should make a third one." And so I did. Sadly, guys, we're at the end of this journey. For one, I added another store, a new clicking animation, and achievements. And also new costumes, and new, shoppable items. And the third store is for upgrades that give you short-term power-ups, and where you can buy the ending to this one. As you can see here, I decided to go in and cheat to make this part go by faster, so I could just show you off more of the content without having to, do a bunch of stuff. So yeah, there's that. And here's me buying everything except for the ending, because I really did not want to show you the ending. Do you want to know why? Because you're gonna have to go play it for yourself. LL nerd. So yeah, there's new ones. My favorite one is this little adventurer plumber man that is definitely not based off anyone. And there's the upgrade shops where you can become the Penguin Wizard as the ending. One last thing to mention is that my math teacher at the time commented on this because he was in class talking about how he's going to start teaching Scratch to kids. And I said, "Yo, I do Scratch," and then he checked out some of my games and left comments and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And that will do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my second ever video on this channel. It's really been fun making these new game deving sort of videos. Like I said in my last video, not every single video is going to be a story time. But game deving and making games takes a while. So I'm just putting out these story time videos now before I finish my game, basically. So yeah, see you guys.